In this video, we are going to see Git basics. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Git Zero to Hero. You can name it anything. And then once you get into it, then click on right click and open Git Bash here. Once you install Git, you can see these options. This is just a folder, but how you going to make this as a repository? Repository means if whatever you're going to create in this folder, Git is going to track it. But how you're going to tell that Git to track this folder? So for this one, you need to get into the folder and then run git init. That means git initialize. So once you run git init, earlier it was nothing here, but now you can see master. You can see maybe if you have git recently installed, you can see new as well. It's supposed to be main, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. So you can see a branch over here. This is called a branch, but just to recognize, you see the difference, it means a git. Even if you look in here, you don't see anything, but if you click on view and then show hidden items, you can see .git directory. This directory does the magic. If you want to see this in from command line, you can open git bash, run the command ls-la. You can see .git. If you get into this folder, you can see all of these files. So Git uses these files to track everything inside it: branches, hooks, configs, maybe everything, head. So we're gonna see these in later lectures, but just keep in mind, once you run git init, it's gonna create this .git directory. I'm gonna go back to one directory up, and then Git basically has three stages: working area, working directory, and then staging, and then final committing. So how you going to do that? So if you run the command git status, now you see on branch master commits, nothing, no commits yet, nothing to commit. So I'm going to create a file, maybe test.txt. So once I create this file, if I run the git status again, now it says untracked files. Untracked file means when you create something inside this repository, there in a sense you're just working it. You're not changing anything. But when you do something inside this folder, Git tracks it. So that's why you can see it's untracked, but it's in working area. Then how you gonna add this to staging? Staging is nothing but it's like a sending something for the final approval. So how you gonna do that? You can run the command git add and dot means every file. If you have 1 2 3 4 files, it's gonna add everything. But if you want to have specific file, you can do this. Now if you run the git status command again, now it turns to green. It says changes to be committed. So once you add this git one, then you can commit. Adding means you add it to inspection. Now if you want to approve it, you can run the command git commit. That means you're saving it. Git commit -m and the syntax. Then here you're gonna add git message. So if someone sees this commit, then it should be something meaningful. So I'm gonna say initial commit. My bad. So that's not now. If you run git status, it says nothing to commit. But if you run the command git lag to see, so here the author Madhukar, and he made this commit with a commit message. So that's how you can see. You can run the command git log. So here you can see commit hash. If you want to see the shorter version, you can run the command git log -, one line. So even if you change something inside this folder, Git is gonna detect it. If I'm gonna do hello Git. I've saved it. If I go back, if I run Git status again, now I can see changes not staged yet. But here you can see modified, because it was, we already committed this file earlier, but it's modified now. Let's create another file. Touch test2.txt. If I run the git status again, now you can see one untracked file not staged. This one, sorry, test2, and this one is not staged as well, but it's, you can say, modified, because modified means you already committed this file but you made some changes. But this one, you just see untracked files. So if you want to add only this one, if you don't want to change commit this one, what you can do, earlier we did git add test2.txt. So if you run git status again, now you can see this is still modified but it's not staged. So if you want to unstage this one, some reason you want to commit this file first but you don't want to commit this one, what you can do, you can, sometimes git gives you some helpful commands as well. You just need to look into it. So you can restore it. If you run the command git restore hyphen staged and then file name. So let's rerun git status. Now you can see both are untracked. If you just want to commit this one, you have an we can run one more command. If it is a modified state, what you can do, you can straight away commit it. Git commit hyphen am and then just give it a commit message. Add content to test.txt. Because when you see modified, you can use this option, but if it is untracked, then you can't use this one. But if it is modified, if you want to add and commit it at the same time, you can do this. Now if you run the command git status, you can see only this one is untracked. If you want to add this one as well, let me create one more file. I'm gonna call it touch. I'm gonna use cat command this time. So test3.txt and then hello file3. If you run git status again, you can do both of them untracked. If you want to commit both the files to staging area, you can run the command git add dot. That means everything in this current directory. If you run it, they both are staging area. And then now git commit hyphen m add third file. Just make it meaningful, okay? Because you are not only the one working in this project, so there will be other colleagues. They need to understand, with maybe at least get an idea with the commit message. So that's been done. Now you can check it. You can run git log hyphen one line, then you can see it. If someone else commits it, there you can see who committed what. If you run without git one line, so this user committed at this time with this commit message and these things. So that's all for this video. Just practice this one. These are essential commands you will be using on a day-to-day basis. So we will go deeper in next videos. Thank you so much for watching.